Hi all, and welcome back to our new series on ECMAScript 2021 on the Now platform. In this tutorial, we'll discuss, this is the second episode by the way. Okay, if you haven't seen the first episode, just look into that so that you will understand what setup we are using across the series. So in this tutorial, we'll discuss on the exponential operator introduced in ECMAScript 2021. This operator simplifies the process of exponentiation in JavaScript, making your code cleaner and more intuitive. We will explore how this operator works using practical examples to make learning process engaging. Okay, so before ECMAScript, to calculate the power of any number, okay, we used to use the mat.power function. Here we can see how exactly it used to work with the example. So I will just paste one example over here. So let the base is 4, okay, and we want to find the cube of 4. So we have defined an exponent as 3, okay, and the result will be mat.power. We are using a Java class mat.power, where first parameter will be the base and the second parameter will be the exponent. So if we run this out, we'll get the result as 64, which is pretty right. Okay, so what we have done over here, the mat.power function makes two arguments, the base and the exponent. The reason is base raised to the power of the exponent. Pretty mathematical terms, right? Okay. With the new exponential operator, double star simplifies the process. Okay. Now, double asterisk. Okay. Here, exactly how we can use it out. Okay. So I will just refresh the same example. I will just comment this out. So, and I will just refresh the same example like this. So let base is 4. Okay. Exponent is 3. Now, instead of using a JavaScript library, okay, we are just using base star, which you can say power to the exponent, okay, and we are expecting the same result. So if I run this out, let's see what we get, 64. So it works the similar way. Just we are replacing this particular mat.power with the exponent one. Perfect. Now let's look into some different example. So let's dive into a practical example to understand this better. Okay, we'll calculate compound interest, which involves exponentiation. Okay, so let's consider you have invested $1,000 at the annual interest rate of 5% compounded yearly. How much you will have after 3 years? That's we have to calculate. Okay, so let me just rephrase the formula for compound interest. I was searching that out, but I forgot. A equal to P in the bracket 1 plus R by N raised to N by T. Okay. So what exactly each term is? A is the amount accumulated after years, which we want to calculate. Okay. Including interest. P is the principal amount, which will be 1,000 in our case. Annual interest rate is 5%, or we can consider it 0.05 because it's by T, 1 year. Number of times interest is compounded per year, which will be 1, and number of years the money is invested. Okay, we want to look into the horizon for 3 years, so it will be 3. So if we look for the code around the same, how exactly it will go, let's look into that. So if I go and if I paste this out, I will just comment this thing also, and I will paste the fresh example. So here the principal is $1,000. The rate of interest is 0.05. Okay, because it's 5%. It's 5 divided by 100. So that's why it's 0.05. Time compounded once a year only. Okay, and we want to look in for the horizon of 3 years. Okay, so how we can write this out using the exponential function. Okay, so the let amount equal to principal multiplied with this 1 plus rate by time compounded this 5. And for exponential, we have just added double asterisk mark. Okay, so over here, this particular part, right? This particular part, instead of using mat.power, we have just replaced it with double asterisk. Perfect, right? And if we run this out, perfect, we got the answer. So in this way, we can make it simpler. Okay, it's making the code pretty simpler. Okay, using just double asterisk wherever you want to do square, cube, or any power to any function. Imagine, let's take one more example. Okay, imagine you are following a recipe. Okay, that serves two people, because this is kind of frequently happening topic, right? Because we all refer to the YouTube for new recipes, and those recipes will always be um for two people. Okay, it will be just a demo recipe kind of thing, right? Okay, but you want to make it for four people or maybe six people. Okay, this essentially means doubling each ingredient or raising it to the power of two. Makes sense, right? So for that, how we can do it out? So I will just provide you one example. If I consider this out, I will just do, and here it goes. So here what we are doing, the original serving was for two people. Now we want to make it for four people, right? That means how much factor we are scaling it out. So it will be desired serving by original serving, which will be 4 by 2, which will be 2. Perfect. Now, for instance, let's consider two ingredients only. We want sugar as 100 gram as per the original serving, and flour as 200 gram. Now, how much sugar will be required and how much flour will be required? Okay, that we want to see. I will just change this out to yes.info. Same over here. So here we are using the same function, and as you can see on the screen, okay, how exactly it's working out. Okay, where so over here, where so over here. So basically, what we are doing, we are just increasing the weightage of each thing, okay, by the power of 2, and you can simply write it in this way. Okay, if we run this script now, oh, it went pretty down. Hey, oh, one. Okay, I will run from here only. If I run this out, if I scroll up, so now you can see it got increased. Sugar need is something wrong? 1000, yeah, it's right. So now we want sugar as 1000 gram and flour as 4000. Okay, that means 200 square, 100 square. Perfect, right? So this example is exaggerated, okay, just for demo purpose. Okay, the double asterisk operator can also be used for immediate assignment. Okay, for instance, if you have a number and you want to raise it to the power and assign the result back to the same variable, how you can do that? Let's see that also. Yeah, we are here for that. So if I go back and if I, okay, so here what we are doing, let x is 10. Okay, we want to make the cube of x and reassign that particular value to x only. So this is the um syntax for it. Okay, you can simply consider it as syntax only. So it will be double asterisk equal to. So basically what we are doing, we are just making reassignment to x, okay, by squaring it out. Okay, perfect, right? By cubing it out. So if I run this out, I have to go back, drill down. If I run this out, we should get 1000. Here it goes. So the exponential operator, okay, introduced ECMAScript 2025, simplifies exponentiation in JavaScript, making your code more readable and easier to write. Whether you are calculating compound interest, scaling recipes, or performing mathematical computations, okay, this operator enhances your coding experience. Okay, try incorporating this operator into your project to see how it can streamline your code. Okay, so this is all for today's tutorial. See you in the next tutorial. Till then, stay happy and keep coding.